Okay, so we found Marshall's fingerprints, and now we're just like, okay, done for the day. Go to trial tomorrow. What do you think? I think we are deep in the weeds, and I have no idea where out is. No, the victim was not murdered. Different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Hi, Lana. Why are you surprised to see the defendant here? The police are clueless. You struck a plea bargain. Okay. If I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. Okay. Would you care to tell me the truth behind this simultaneous murder? You don't. Did you? Did you actually kill? Why do you? Bloodstained fingerprints. Don't tell her that. Don't tell her that, Phoenix. She's the one who wanted to confess to the crime. Phoenix is lining up to plan B, Jake Marshall. Which, I mean, okay, it's a good response. It usually works well for Bobby Donnell, so. Alright. Got the blandest, least interesting defendant ever. Court is in session. You say? It's true. No. You have no proof that Goodman was actually stabbed at the prosecutor's office. All you have is his dead body in the trunk of a car, no less. This is a hell of a trial. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Okay. The day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Call your first witness, Edge E. Pooh. Meekins is taking the stand. Crap. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I have in my hand a beautiful device. It's called a remote control. And it has a button right up here. And if I press this button, my TV doesn't make any more noise. Which means that I don't hear the horrible screeching megaphone. It also means that I don't hear any of the sound cues of like, ooh, the music just cut out. That must mean a good thing just happened. I don't hear that. So if my reaction time seems slow, keep in mind it's because I muted the game to not hear the worst sound effect in the world, because the alternative is that we turn it off and I play Final Fantasy XIV. And despite what happened last week, nobody wants to say 14? 14? 14? Again. Mike Meekins. Mike, no, your occupation is not murderer. You are not employed as a murderer. Okay, maybe you are. Maybe you're an assassin. Are you like Shelly the Killer? Are you Mike DeMeekins? That would be impressive. gotta believe me, sir. Part of the younger generations. Oh, okay. Oh god, Mike Meekins is a millennial. Oh, it's so alliterative and awful. I am part of a generation that must be told. What the fuck? What the fuck, Gabe? Why are we shitting on millennials in 2004? Spotted a suspicious man. Okay. You were suddenly attacked. You fought for your life. Then you did it. Okay. That's the Meekins family motto. Oh my god. I need here is more info to work with. I mean, yeah, what we need here is for Meekins to not be on the stand. But, you know. Why is it not your normal duty? Oh god, you're the hiring guy? Yikes. Guarding the blue badger, that's, you know. Why were you in the evidence room then, buddy? Ah, you relocated the badger. What did you see when you got there? Your ID number should be listed on that sheet. Yes, it should. Meekins. Ah. Interesting. Please explain, witness. The second is when I went to go. Huh. So you're telling me you have 20 minutes, Pat. Okay, fine. Suddenly attacked. A knife. You aren't exactly yeah, that's true. I don't enjoy the fact that I've run into this one. I would rather not have met him ever. You panicked. Did you now? You committed this murder. You're into kung fu. Okay. You spun him right round, baby. Right round. Like a record, baby. Punched me right in my face. Welp. Okay. Woke up crying tears of pain. Okay. Is the man this officer murdered really the victim? Aha! Chief Gant, how about that? I specifically asked if there was such a tape. I was told it had been erased. Well... let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. It's a thing that you did. You murdered a man. A video of a real murder. Trying to murder you. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Oh, God. Okay. Some sort of activity did take place. No. No, I will not allow for the fact that, I will not allow for the fact that your testimony about the murder to... You didn't actually... We have proof that you did it. Alright, fine. His face can't be clear. There's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman. Why? He... Okay, that's a fair point. It's a fair point. The locker he opened his own. Is it now? How sure are we of that? How sure are we of that? I mean, the victim at the crime scene would have... Well, maybe. Everything begins with contradictions. That's where we have to start. Interesting. I have a hunch. Can I? Now, sadly, there's no way to fast forward this video, but I have a hunch. Look. Watch as this comes back. On the far left side here, all of these lockers are closed. They're completely closed, right? They're completely closed, and then at the end of the video, now we do see that locker being opened, but we also see at the end of the video, and I wish you could like advance this video, but at the end of the video, one of these lockers has a thing sticking out of it. So that means that guy, the guy in that video, opened 2 lockers. There's no question that other person was Detective Goodman. He opened the locker, and when the locker he opened is unquestionably, it must have been him. No one else could have unlocked it. I mean, I don't know that the thing I just noticed is relevant here, but facing me. If you must label people as having seen or not seen, you didn't see him. You didn't get a clear look. Okay, fine. That makes sense. You are looking way off there when we're like, yeah, okay. You don't know that for sure. You never actually saw his face. Begins. No, absolutely not, Samuel. Never. It'll be 100,000 Googbucks, and it'll be the end stream sound. We tried all kinds of methods. They only respond to registered fingerprints. He must be. I mean, that does make sense. I've heard rumors from people in the know. They listen to my romantic troubles. Oh no. It does seem that way. No one else could have unlocked it, huh? Don't understand why the man's face is so important. It was, yeah. I mean, you have a point. Let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security video? Yes. There's one thing in particular that seems rather strange. The man may not have been Detective Goodman. Suppose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction. Oh my god, are we gonna get a jog and shuttle minigame? I'm actually somewhat excited about that. Represent video editing to me, video game. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this What? Okay. Set up so you can fast forward, fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. That's just what I wanted. Take a good look. Be sure to point out the right thing. That's a good question. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman? Probably should have save scummed that, but, you know, we'll see.
Objection!
This feels like generic. Yeah. Something that indicates the man may... And he opened a locker that isn't Detective Goodman's! He opened a locker that wasn't Detective Goodman's! He opened a locker that wasn't Detective Goodman's, you stupid game! Fine. Perfectly valid answer. Perfectly valid answer. Last case of the fucking trilogy, and the game can't even get it right. You can't give me an open end. You can't give me a question that you say has one answer and then present two answers. Yeah, just because it's the right answer doesn't mean it's the right answer. Eternal Edge just summed up everything I hate about this trilogy. I don't hate this trilogy. I enjoy that I have played it, but good God. You can't have there only be one answer and then have multiple valid answers. Has got to be this. There you go. The light is already lit. The mup is lit, as they say. Meekins, why are you choking yourself? Why do you care about that? The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. The locker is automatically locked. I mean, maybe the locker was automatically locked. Maybe, at the risk of getting myself in trouble for a joke I made earlier, maybe the door is ajar. Maybe the door is actually ajar. Jeebus with the ah-ha-ha. Why wasn't the locker locked? That's a good question. Why are we asking Emma? Something jammed the sensor. Like, say, a screwdriver? There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. Okay. I found you a glove. You don't have to show us the whole thing with the trench coat man walking past the... Okay. And here comes the trench coat man again. God, this Badger is just... The presence of that flag is just amazing. Something white. It's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out. I fall and roll great distances when I open my car door. What if something was inserted between the sensor and the door? Okay, we're going to show the whole... We don't... This is like 10 seconds of video game. This is 10 seconds of the player's life. You could just start right here. You could just start at the moment he opens the door. No, it's not like you're two of the... Okay. Meekins, you need to keep your... Have you not mastered the whole hand on the tie, hand to the gut thing? Come on. Also have to block electrical currents. What if it was a rubber glove? What if it obviously looks like a rubber glove? There just might have been something. I think I finally got this figured out. I mean, I've got this part figured out as to who done it and why. What was the insulator that was stuck in the locker door? That would be a rubber glove. Rubber Glovey, you're the one. You make evidence time lots of fun. Rubber Glovey, you're my very best friend, it's true. Well, now I have Sesame Street music stuck in my head. It was worth it. So when do we point out that he that he then put the rubber glove in a locker that could very easily be that of one Jake Marshall? That doesn't look like a silhouette that we're supposed to think is Jake Marshall, but... Defense has merely demonstrated the possibility and nothing more. I mean, that is literally the entire point of a defense case. All we need to do is introduce reasonable doubt. I just earned Meekins a not guilty. Now, granted, I'm not defending Meekins, but I just earned Meekins a not guilty. Officer Meekins, please testify about this. No! Send him away forever. Why do we have to keep dealing with Meekins? I don't want to deal with Meekins. I don't want to deal with Meekins. I don't want to force the people watching on Twitch or watching on YouTube to listen to the damn megaphone. To enter the evidence room, one must... Yeah. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. Okay. ID cards can be attached, like, separated from people. You had his ID card. So what? Mm-hmm. You had his card. Yeah? And? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Uh-huh. Why do you need an entire room dedicated to cop-killing murders? 'Cause it seems like a problem. Okay, well. Anyway. Alright, let's cross-examine Meekins for hopefully the last time. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman. Yeah, well, I'm gonna press you on your introductory statement. You give the V for Victor. You have another hand. Yeah. You could take your hand off the microphone of the megaphone, and then you... Okay, fine. Go to the evidence... Okay, fair enough. Keep it here so I won't ever forget it. Hi. Phoenix has a good point. The remaining time is your ID card. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're not very smart. You're a bad cop, Meekins. Like, Most cops are bad cops in the sense that they're bad people and also cops. You are just bad at the day-to-day of being a cop. So, anyway. Police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Okay. You have no proof that Goodman actually had his card. My theory is that Goodman was already dead. According to this, yep, Edgeworth's name is there. He was in... Okay, he was at the crime scene. Maybe he's behind all this. He could hide the evidence. We just... Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer? Wait! Why am I the murderer? Nothing to be ashamed of. Okay. Oh yes, it must be very hard to be Miles Edgeworth. No, I didn't mean to... Didn't mean to hit the control stick and advance the thing. Anyway, let's press this. Everything stems from contradictions. The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. How could he have it? Wait, how could he have used it if it was at the parking lot? Okay. We found it at the crime scene. No, the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor. But Phoenix has no way of proving that it got there before the murder in the evidence room. Now, granted, it's very likely that the murder in the evidence room didn't actually happen, but... Oh, we have one more piece of it. Okay. Shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. And he can't... And the reason the ID number is crossed out is because he can't check the ID number because it... Okay. Can't say for sure. There's a high probability. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman. It was someone who had his ID card. Okay, that tracks. That follows. I'm with you there, Phoenix. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Have we walked into a trap? 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime. The man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. And Miles remembers that he's not prosecuting Meekins, he's prosecuting Lana Skye. He's not prosecuting a murder in the evidence room, he's prosecuting a murder in the parking lot, and Phoenix just proved that the murder in the evidence room didn't fucking happen! Sort of. The victim lost his ID card, yeah? Inevitably arrive at the same conclusion. victim in the video is a fake. The murder in the evidence room is also fake. Edgeworth has hit on the fake murder theory. Yeah. That seems fair. With you so far, Miles. You finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. The defense has done the explaining for me. There's no murder at the police department. The crime could only have... Well... Okay. Okay. That's... Listen, you're making some leaps there, but... You know... It's interesting that you use the word trustworthy to describe a liar, but continue. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She claims to have, but she didn't. Uh-oh. That's one of Edgeworth's better traps. It's a good trap. Can we dismiss Meekins now, please? Can we just not... Listen, I object. Sure. I always object. Objection! Why am I objecting? Phoenix? Phoenix, why are we objecting? You did walk into the prosecution's trap. The security video did not show the actual murder. Correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we knew this. We're on board with this. You can go past the murder now. Oh, we're gonna show the glove one more time. Yep. There's the glove. Yep. Cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot because of the handprint with Marshall. Okay. Other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? We don't have any other witnesses today. In comes Chief Gant, who just happens to have more witnesses to make himself look better. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. That seems a reasonable request. What is his or her name? Hey, look! We got a list of profiles to choose from. Hooray! We want Jake Marshall. We want Jake Marshall on the stand, please. We can't accuse a witness of being the murderer if he's not a witness first. So, would you bring Jake Marshall on the stand, please? Come on, Jake. It's fine. It's fine. Listen. Answering a witness request from Phoenix Wright is the Neo-San Fran-Tokyo equivalent of answering an interview request from Isaac Chotiner, okay? You just don't do it. If Phoenix Wright calls you to be a witness, you are fucked. You just don't know it yet. Can't let Edgeworth know everything. I think he's the murderer. The cousin. Yes, he's the murderer's cousin. And he's in charge of the evidence room. Sure. He works in the police department. We can summon him. Hooray! The court will take a recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Please prepare the witness during this time. Court is now in recess. Huzzah! Thank goodness. Oh my God, are we done listening to Meekins? And more specifically, are we done listening to Meekins' megaphone? Thank fuck. No, there is not. Yes, I did. I have certainly not figured everything out. There are many things I have not figured out. I ain't figured out shit about shit, lady. But, you know. You could just tell us. You could just tell us. Like, did you actually kill the guy? That's a fair point. Lana actually has a really fair point. Like, I understand that everyone has the right to an attorney, but I would think, doesn't Lana have the right to say, no, I don't want an attorney? Or even, I don't want this attorney? We are forcing her to accept our representation because we like her sister, and her sister likes her, I guess. Aww, poor Emma. Hi, Dick. You are very much interrupting something. Too bad. No, you were already here. You were already here, Dick. Yep, keep saying hey. Okay. Oh, ho, ho. Hey, look, it's a big pile of paperwork. Did I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Signed, Phoenix Wright. Oh boy. Okay. Got a lot of reading to do there, Phoenix. The Joe Dark killings. Ooh, scary. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with serial murderers. Is Meekins dead? Yes, Meekins is dead, and we killed him with justice. Justice was our weapon, vengeance our shield. Meekins is dead. Thank God. Okay. Perpetrator Joe Dark. Crime, serial murder. Okay. Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Kirby, Rachel Moss, Joe Bates, Neil Marshall. Marshall! Interesting. Head prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses, Lana and Emma? And Emma? Executive investigators, Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Head investigator, Bruce Marshall. Investigators, Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. So, Marshall was connected because his brother was one of the victims. Lana and Emma were witnesses. Edgeworth was the head prosecutor. Gant was the executive investigator. Uh-huh. Interesting. The Joe Dark killings. Dun dun dun. Oh no. Oh, poor Emma. Oh, why are we so obsessed with, oh no. Everyone involved in this case is connected to SL9. Yep, that's true. Hey, I just realized that Emma's eyes have the same weird double pupil swirly nonsense that Damon Gant's do. And I don't know if that's an important, revelation, or if it was just the art style they used for this particular episode. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Best of luck indeed. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, let's save our progress. We will overwrite the selected save data. We will take a breather, take a stretch break, I think. People on YouTube, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will be back in just a couple days with another one. Okay? Okay. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, and goodbye.